Hello guys and girls, welcome to LetsMasterCS. Today we will see how to perform input and output operations in C. So let's begin. To perform input and output, we will be requiring the header file stdio.h. So include it, and then we will define our main function. Before you start to take input, we need to ensure the code runner settings are all correct or not. So first search code runner in the settings. Then tick mark the save file before run. It will allow you to save file as you hit the run button. Then you check the run in terminal button. It will allow you to take input from the terminal itself. Then click on the settings in the executor map. Check for all the desired arguments. Like here for C++, I have provided some additional inputs to support standard template library. So now let's close it and start our coding. First we will discuss how to take character from user. So first define a character. Write char c equals to a. Then let's print it. We will use %c to print a character. Let's rename it to character. Now let's run it. We can see a has been printed. Now let's try to take it from the user. Now let's remove the initialization. We will use Scanf function to take input from the user. Here we are using an ampersand sign before character as we are trying to modify the variable. In the printf function we do not need to write ampersand sign because we just want its value. As you can see, we have taken v from the user and the output is also v. Now let's take an integer type input from the user. We will use %d to take integer as input. Now let's rename the variables. Now let's print it. Let's say our input is 100 and you can see that output is also 100. We can also take multiple input from user. Let's define a variable y and then we will write %d twice in scanf. Then we will write %y. Similarly in printf we will write y and %d. Now let's print it. Now let's take two inputs. Then we can see the output. We can also take input by hitting enter. To print output in different line, we will use \n, which denotes new line. So you can see that output are now in different lines. Now let us take string as input. We will define a character array. Let us say str and we will provide size 10. It can take up to 9 characters. Now let's define our scanf function. We will provide %s followed by str. We are not using any ampersand sign because the address of the first character of str array will be passed to the scanf function. Now let's run it. We will type hello. As you can see, hello has been printed. Now one disadvantage of using scanf is that we cannot take more than one word at a time. Let's take hello world. As soon as the space has encountered, the remaining characters are not taken into account. To overcome this problem, we will be using scanset along with scanf. Scanset are defined by percentage followed by square brackets. So we will provide the pattern inside the square bracket, which will only take input until the new line has not occurred. As you can see, both hello and world has been printed. Now instead of scanf, we can use gets function to take string input. We will write gets and in bracket we will write str. Let's type hello world. It is working perfectly. Now instead of printf, we can use puts function. It will work similarly as printf. Let's type LetsMasterCS. And the output is also LetsMasterCS. Now coming back to scanset, we can perform various tricks with it. Like if we write A-Z, then it will allow only capital letters as input. So let's check it. We will write ABCD in capitals and then ABC in small. As you can see, only capital letters are there. As we have discussed earlier that we can use gets instead of scanf, but there is some problem associated with it. Gets may cause buffer overflow. Buffer overflow happens when the character array takes more characters than its limit. So instead of gets, we will use fgets. Fgets takes 3 arguments. The first argument is the variable, the second argument is the maximum size, and the third argument is the specified stream. So let's take input. As you can see, we have provided characters from A to M and only characters A to I has been printed. That is 9 characters. If we try to go beyond this size, then it will also cause buffer overflow. Now let's see some other ways to take character input from user. So first we will define a character C. Then we will write C equals to get C, and inside the function we will write stdin to take standard input. Get C can be used to take input from all streams. Then to display we will write put C and write C, std out. As you can see, we have written R and the output is also R. Now let's use getChar. GetChar can take a character input from only the stdin. Now let's write C equal to getChar, and then to print it we will write putChar, and in brackets we will write C. Now there are some other ways to take character input like getch, but we don't recommend it because it requires conio.h header file and it is only supported by the old MS-DOS compilers. You will be seeing many older codes having getch at the bottom. Getch prevents the closing of the window after the program has run because it is waiting for a user input. After the user has pressed any key, the window will automatically close. If you are facing any difficulty in understanding the concepts, do check our website. I will be providing links in the description. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it and subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. We will meet in the next video. Till then, peace.